Move over, Alfred Kinsey. There's a new girl in town. You're watching Beyond the Trailers review of the to-do list.
This is everything I need to do before I leave for college.
There are things on this list that I haven't even done, Brandy.
Motor boating. Uncle Andy has a boat. That should be easy.
Hello, welcome to Big Bun. May I help you?
I've decided to lose my virginity to rusty waters.
You want fries with that?
No.
What's the plan?
I'm engaging, smart. Once I add sexually experienced to the package, he'll totally want me.
Alfred Kinsey, who Liam Neeson portrayed in the 2004 film Kinsey, studied sex professionally, as did Dr. William Masters and Virginia Johnson, who will be portrayed by Michael Sheen and Lizzie Kaplan in a new original series this fall on Showtime, Masters of Sex. But while Brandy Clark might not be a professional sex researcher, despite her best efforts, that's exactly the point. Welcome to the next stage of feminism, disproving the myth that women aren't as interested in sex as men. That's the focus of Daniel Bergner's new novel, What Do Women Want? Adventures in the Science of Female Desire, as well as a recent article in the New York Times about a new trend on college campuses. Female students are more interested in building careers than finding a boyfriend or potential husband, and therefore happily indulge in a lot of casual sex. So what better time for women to get their own raunchy teen sex comedy? American Pie took Hollywood by storm in 1999, a comedy about a group of male friends who make a pact to lose their virginity before their high school graduation. The Raunch Fest not only pulled in $235 million worldwide and sparked a franchise, but forever changed the way we think about apple pie. So why is this female version of American Pie, also about a high school student who wants to lose her virginity before college, flying so low under the radar? Is it because of a perfectly innocent reason like American Pie already made this conquest? Or the to-do list doesn't have American Pie's mainstream gloss? Or maybe because it lacks star power? Not to mention it's the second coming-of-age movie this summer to feature working at a pool. Or is it because it's about a girl? Although, with comedies like Bridesmaids, The Heat, and Pitch Perfect making serious money at the box office, women like Aubrey Plaza can no longer blame lack of success on their gender. But it is refreshing that while all three of these comedies are directed by men, the to-do list is directed by Maggie Carey, who cut her teeth at UCB in Funny or Die. But was she just able to make this movie because she's married to SNL's Bill Hader?
Wow, this is a really raunchy movie. Like, super raunchy. I can't believe it's not rated NC-17. There was stuff that came up on screen that I couldn't believe I was watching. And that said, though, I feel if just a few of these shots were cut, we're talking like 3, 4, maybe 5 tops, I feel that this movie would have a much better chance of doing well at the mainstream in theaters. As of now, I think it's going to be hard for it to cross over just because it is so raunchy. Like, there's no way a family could see this. Do not go with any family members to see this film. You will be super embarrassed. However, on the flip side of that, while it might hurt it in theaters, I see a very long life for this film as a sleepover staple. Because not only is it super raunchy, but it is highly educational. Brandy Clark not only teaches herself about sex, but she will teach you about sex as well. It really, and not in a fun comedy, teen comedy way. This isn't, in no way is this like porn or anything like that. Although I said some of those shots do get awfully uncomfortably close. But, it's certainly up there with, like I said in the opening, with American Pie. This is the female version of American Pie. And I liked that. I have to say, as a female viewer, I really applaud that. And I think that, I hope that other female audience members, embrace that and applaud that as well. And if they do, they'll be rewarded. Because how is the story? I mean, this isn't just like, some feminist manifesto, everyone should go see this just because we should support it. I think if you go see it, you'll be pleasantly surprised. I certainly was. I was a little nervous about, it being too inappropriate, but even though it certainly was, I still had a good time because it was a good story. I mean, is it incredibly original? No. I mean, it's your typical teen comedy, but it's certainly one of the good ones. I mean, it certainly would go there with like Breakfast Club and stuff like that. Maybe not Breakfast Club, that's a classic, but Pretty in Pink, 16 Candles, even the recent Warm Bodies, that was also a fun teen flick, and I think this is too. And also kudos to the cast. It was well acted across the board. Agent Coulson's in it. He was really good as the dad. But also Aubrey Plaza, I was really impressed with me. It's hard to carry a movie, but she did it. She was totally great as the lead. She was very likable, and I just liked the whole film. I really thought it was great. I would highly recommend it to anyone who is old enough to have sex. Otherwise, this is totally inappropriate for you to watch, which I realize might make a bunch of you just go out and watch it for sure now. But, they made it, so, and you have parents and, adults who are watching you, so I hope that they use their responsibility. All right, so but also, you know, I really liked the film, and there was something else I wanted to add. Oh yes, I'm sorry, I got so distracted getting nervous that I was going to encourage people to go see a really inappropriate film. Guys, what do you think of the to-do list? I'd be very curious what guys think of this film, because I'm definitely watching it, you know, as a female audience member, and it appealed to me on a lot of levels because of that. And I just liked having my own raunchy comedy. I thought that was great. I thought it was high time, as I said in the opening. But I would be very curious to know if this movie has any crossover appeal, if guys can enjoy it as well. Although, as I said, it's pretty raunchy, so I'm sure that you'll enjoy some of those scenes at least. So that's my thoughts on the to-do list. I surprisingly recommend it, but again, not with anybody you don't want to, you know, see scenes like that with. So thanks for checking out my reviews. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll check out these other videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.